Hey guys, so big news. So today I had to go to Target earlier today because I bought some stuff, and with this whole quarantine situation you can't even try no clothes on. So Riley Grace didn't like her flip-flops, so I had to take hers back. And what else? Oh, and then I had a couple of dresses that I didn't really like the way they look, because yeah. But then I had just been feeling sick and not feeling really all that well. So I was like, let me take a pregnancy test. Now, I took one on Mother's Day, and I really thought I was pregnant. Like, I was like, oh my God, I'm pregnant. So I told Greg, I was like, I'm gonna take a pregnancy test. And I took it, and it was negative. So I was crying so bad because I was like, oh my gosh. And you know, I don't know if you've seen my other video about my pregnancy video. I had fibroids when I was pregnant, and then I actually had to have them removed the year after. And so we have been trying to get pregnant for almost probably since oh man, Riley Grace was born in 17. We had the surgery in 18. So since then, since 2018. And so I wasn't able to get pregnant, and they thought that my fallopian tubes, they said that they were blocked and blah blah blah, and that I would have to have another surgery to get that fixed. And so I was just like, Lord, I really don't want to have another surgery, because I had to have a C-section because of the fibroids, and then I had to have a myomectomy, I think that's what it's called. I might be saying it wrong, to get the fibroids removed. And so I was like, I don't want to have another surgery and then have a baby. Like, I just want to, you know, just believe God for a supernatural healing of my female organs, and that everything would just naturally fix itself. And so today around 2 or so, I took a test and just randomly took one, and it came up positive. And I was like, huh, what? And then I took another one when I got to Target, because I had just used the bathroom, so I didn't have to go. So I was like, well, I'm gonna take it with me when I go to Target. So I took it with me when I went to Target, and yeah, and it's positive, so I'm pregnant. I'm so excited, but I'm gonna try to keep this until Father's Day. Like, I want to do something really big for Father's Day. I ordered Riley Grace Nash shirts. Hers says Big Sister, and mine says oops, we did it again, which was one of the pictures that was on my vision board, if you guys have seen that video. So I am super excited. I'm like so prayerful that everything will go fine. They'll be healthy, whole, everything functioning right, all of its organs and everything functioning perfectly fine. And yeah, so that's what I'm believing God for. And I just wanted to come out here and do this part, because I wanted this part to be in the video on Father's Day, like the initial day that I actually found out. So excuse the look, I am in the process. I'm about to do my hair, and yeah, I got this little bun looking crazy. But stay tuned for the video when I actually tell Greg. So bye.
This is Danetta and Riley Grace's Father's Day look.
Surprise!
Surprise! Surprise!
Happy early Father's Day! Hey, it's Riley Grace. Mommy's pregnant. I got a baby in here. You're gonna have a baby brother.
Here she is.
You.
Yay! You see the 2 lines? Okay guys, so I was gonna try to hold this to Father's Day, but I just kept getting more and more like weak, and I felt like Greg was gonna eventually find out. So I tried to get him to be a part of this moment, because I was gonna do it for Father's Day when he was at work, and then come home and have this whole big thing. But Father's Day this year happens to be the last Sunday of June. And I was like, that's too far away. I can't go through this whole process much longer without my hubby. So I decided to go ahead and share the good news with my hubby and Riley Grace. And so we both have on, I have on this shirt that says, oops, we did it again. And Riley Grace has on a shirt that says, Big Sister, because Riley Grace is going to be a sister now. Say, are you excited, Riley Grace? You're like, I don't even know what's happening. So, yes.
What's the appointment?
So, so the appointments were for my blood levels. So yeah, my blood levels were like.
Find out if you can get pregnant.
No. I was tricking him all along, guys, because he thought that so he thought that I was having these appointments. I've been having appointments at the doctor's office. Hold on, let me see if I can turn this around. So yeah, let me see if I can. Okay, so I was having appointments okay, let me see this again. So I'm like so excited now since he finally knows. I'm like trying to hold this for so long. It hadn't even really been that long, but it just felt like a long time. But we what was I gonna say? Oh, so I found out I was pregnant on last week, and just I just did a random test, and I thought I was pregnant on Mother's Day, but then I wasn't, and so you're like, Greg want to hear this stuff. What? She can, because it was only like a one-time thing. What was I gonna say? Oh, you know, well, you can take it off, babe. I guess. But yeah, so I knew I was pregnant. I found out last week, but I had randomly thought on Mother's Day that I was pregnant. So I was like, when I took the test, I wasn't pregnant. So then I was like, okay. And I was very emotional. I came downstairs crying because I just knew I was pregnant. And so then I wasn't. And then just randomly last week, I was just like, let me just take a test. Like, I just needed to take a test. So I took it and it was positive. And I was just like, what? So then I had to go out and return something from Amazon. So I had to go to Kohl's and return something. And then I went to Target, but I took another blood test. I took another blood test. I took another pregnancy test with me to the store so that I could take it again while I was at the store, because I was just so excited to know, like, is this a mistake or is this like whatever? And I took it in the Target bathroom and I was just like, oh my God, what's really happening? So, like, backstory, we've been trying to have a baby since 2018, and so it's definitely a fun time. I mean, I was just so like, what in the world? And it's just this has been like the hardest thing, keeping it from him, because we both have been like so like anticipating having another child, and so we were kind of like, you know, just like, what did we have to go through? Because at first so I had a doctor's appointment, and then I was talking to my OB, and she was just like, okay, so when are we gonna have you know, what's going on with baby? And I was just like, well, we've been trying since 2018. And so she was like, okay. So she took some blood work, and she was like, okay, if your ovulation levels are normal, then it's something else going on. If it's not, then we can give you some medicine to increase your levels. And so So my levels came back. My levels came back normal. So it came back normal. I'm just really all over the place right now. It's just like, oh my gosh. I don't know how people do YouTube with these like very like personal and just like once in a lifetime. Like I knew that I wanted to record this because I wanted to keep it, but it's like, whew, so emotional. But anyway, so yeah, so took the test, came back that I was normal. So she was like, well, maybe something going on with your fallopian tubes, that, you know, it may be blocked or blah blah blah. So I'm gonna get you over to this other place, like this fertility doctor, and see what they say about everything. So I was just like, okay. So I was hesitant about it because I had already had a C-section with my first pregnancy because of fibroids, and then that next year I had a surgery to have the fibroids removed. And so I was just like, I do not want to have another surgery, and I just did not want to go through all of that. I just wanted to get pregnant, have another baby, and not have to go through surgeries or IVF or just all that kind of stuff. I just didn't want to go through it. And so so I called the lady. You have to call them when you first start your menstrual cycle. So I called them. Then they said, oh, we're going to call you on Thursday to let you know when to come on Thursday. So I'm like, okay. I thought it was kind of weird to like call on the day of the appointment, but I was like, whatever. So they never called. So then I was just like, okay. So I felt like it was like, don't call, don't worry about it. But I didn't know why. I kind of had a feeling like, don't worry about it. But I was just like, you know what? God, maybe this is for a reason. I don't need to call. Like, I'm just gonna believe you that this will just happen supernatural, and that you will, like, I was literally praying prayers like, God, supernaturally make all my female organs, like, breathe on them so that they're like fresh and new. Like, I've never had a C-section. I've never had a myomectomy done. Like, that's a fibroid surgery. Like, I've never had any of that done. Like, just give me like all new organs, like breathe on them, do whatever you need to do so that I don't have to have this particular surgery done. And so it just went on and on and on. And then whole thing with COVID-19. So even if I wanted to change my mind, it was just so much going on that I just didn't even think about it. And then until I had that thought that I was pregnant on Mother's Day, and then I wasn't. So then I was just crying like, oh my God, maybe it's because something is going on and da 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 da. And then Tuesday, I take a test and I'm pregnant. So I'm so thankful to God. I am so gracious, and I feel so blessed to be able to be pregnant a second time. I am turning 38, and what's today? The 2nd. I'm turning 38 in 15 days. And yeah, I'm excited. This is like the best month. I don't know. But yeah. So I wanted you guys to come along on this journey and let you guys know that we are now expecting our second child, and praying for a boy. I really want a boy this time. And so praying for that healthy boy. And but yeah, hope you guys had a good time watching our little quick video, me surprising my hubby. Yeah, I couldn't hold it. I was trying to hold it to the 29th of June, but I was like, it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna be able to hold it to the end of the month to tell my husband that we're expecting a child that we've been waiting for seems like almost 2 years. So but yeah, love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Oh, maybe we'll do some more videos about my whole pregnancy journey, because I didn't get to do that last time because I wasn't really on YouTube as consistent. Yes. Oh, it's your turn. What do you want to say? Where are you going? Wait a minute. So Riley Grace wants to say something. I'm not sure what, but she wants to say something. But yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to bring you guys along on this journey. You right back. Oh, you want to show them your French fries?
Do, do, do.
Ooh, yummy. Yummy French fries. I changed out of Riley Grace's shirt because she's eating right now, and that shirt would probably have been a one-hit wonder if I wouldn't have taken it off. Yes. Yeah, I know. I took the baby shirt off. Yeah. I took the big sister shirt off. We're going to put it back on. We'll put it back on so we can do some pictures. We'll take some pictures. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, go ahead, eat your food so we can take some pictures later. Okay? You're so silly. So yeah, so hopefully we'll be able to do I'll be able to do some more pregnancy vlogs and some fun stuff, since now I'm more consistent with my YouTube than before. When I had Riley Grace, I wasn't really consistent. So sorry you guys weren't able to come alongside with me with that journey, but hopefully with this one it'll be better and you'll get to know a little bit more about me and the fam. So I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.
Can know that and oh, what is that much?
Catch up.